Kofiata. Medina de Kofiata.
Would you make anything?
They are black for Kotokuma. Achimoda, Kotokuma, and by Samle Watanasi.
It was some more Achimoda.
Save Pepper.
Oh, he didn't say.
Or see idea Doctor from Pomaso. Achim Kotokuma, the fourth.
Yeah, was a bravo no, Manhyia Brie pa, ewo, and Nana KONADU DޮTE YIE say. Canino, a baby a Chania say, a bravo no, would you want gra, or move it to me, a chowuti, and answer BBC, and nay, Sanetiana. On the first, no, yeah, the sick kind and I are here. And then Oma Abola, I read a crown of betting in the same round, Harry. What does it? And to be a car, and I reach him about, and I made it, say. First in the night, sign of Manavo, an idiot. And I'm a pioneer money, science community. Wouldn't me, and family show some and 20 petties out. As I want it, I'm running in what I said. Nana, Yamin Shop, now on to one quantum. It's your foot to a banner, the Bema Yen to me. Some may come. Now may come my Ghana for you, even. Asante and near the bedroom. That's so who said, Bibia the Danapem, Efa Bakuyo, and just say, first in the Naka Kotoku, and Asante Naka Monka, Benin Ora, Kotokuma here to tune the Chata Mwaba, Asante Mae, Asante Him, Ebetiano, and you also who said first in Romano, and you will be a name. Odona yeretina sabe pepe. Yeah. Nyami onsro. Onsro pa. We abusia bia ye we ye Nana KONADU YIADOM toso miensa ne DޮTE YIE ase. Oba de che na o tena ya wodai. Ana nananom ade ato adofo animu se ye betimi aja Nana KONADU kwan amanako akura na Opani ba ko ha yemisa facho within the say. The family Nana was say bonsu. Nana was say bonsu. Nana facho no mu say. Ade bi wo hu nyina e ye. We say ochimai akota de kase. Me the whole eastern region abrafo nyina here no. Wona ye eastern region abrafo. Nana tete no na eye adwuma ben. Oh, tete na eye abrafo na eye asojafo na aposifo. Ewa himfie eti yakota de kase said the asojafo akota de no yeso ye de no na say we de obi tutu e be kan wo oh there be eduro ho enya de bibia bi si eja current me to eti wo ye ochehene brafo ani me ye the whole eastern region abrafo here eti kotoku here ena ne me bae okay nana ye hwe said the eniama sitie wo Nana KONADU ne DޮTE YIE ase a afutuo ben ana wode ma adofo atwa ha hye nyina ne krome wo ha nyina futuo amde be ma wo ma ne se ote wa wa so obo obere yi so ote wi asema obo obere yi a nyame buwa na nyame to nsa frɛ wa onso sene a nana ayi na ye no sara mjidi so onso ayi be wa mo obere yi di a ene woni ma be basa medase nana nyame onshira pa se oni yen akasa nyame onsraw eti yeguso a yene empanimfo ahemfo abam mpanimfo atwetwe nkomo awo GH1 eso na baabi a yadrei yeguso a ye adwuma nti na ma no guso a meka chao se oba de adedum ye na otran ya wodai ana yekoja ya Nana KONADU yekoja na kwan ama Nana akoda boko eti na chese sanetie Nana DޮTE YIE no ochina anwumra nonkono na chese yede Nana ekwa akura panimfo atremu se ema obi ampie abonten hyewo dan mu na one wo ma monyema home ewo ho na bibia enye kama ewo ho nti na chese sa na etie yeguso a yene adofo ene panimfo edi dwumadie no kama ewo hanumo eti yene mpanimfo akentra wo ne adehye atwakure ho ahia
ena yegusa yedi enkomoi abusia 96.5 ultimate 106.9 ena Star FM Accra ena afei GH1 TV Ago TV ena mote yenka muhu yeso ewoso nyame onhyiramo na onte nanimo nkyeramo adwuma no yeguso a yeye adwuma no na enche empanimfo akesefo akintina wafo no ebi mu besan aba bepie mu ewo ha na bibia ye kama yo abusia yeguso adwuma no ana yeguso ye adwuma no na mene wo ka say de bese no nan mu kononu mu opemso ebe sorry that time no na just say de nan so de no eba wie ye enra ye hyase efri eda ejoda no ena ene eye wukwada na just say nti sade ye nyina ye nim no asante amamre ene na mane ena ye nigusu a ye hwei adowafo ene adehye ahofefo no kwase ne se ye kase asante eye oman a na eye nokre se asante ye oman na emumma ahofefo emema ahofefo ekire se asante da musronko nene awonwasem ewo Manhyia ahemfie hanom se yenuanom anwonafo eba bepie mu ha na nokwasem ni se anwonwade ene nsankyereni a woma beye de nokwasem ni ano adinye pa se wo hwe a wo hunu tade niema esikro nokwasem ni ade na wo mo ayi kire nipa nim nso na edi asa ekasa ya bibia kire se tumi ewo honom yeguso ye no eti wuntumi apiemu ewo Manhyia efie hanom no kwasem ni se organa mai munti ana yebumi yo waba be pie hanom oje fancy ye pa wuntumi aba betru Manhyia fikesie mu hanom ya dodo na abambofo no ewa ne nche ya bo ne ho ban ensantrofo atwa ne ho ahia nipa bebre ene no nanabi enso eka ne ho na kwase ne se ene nanabi wa fa ne ho pa ne space ne nso ya kama ya wapie mu ewa ha nipa ewo Manhyia efie ha no mo no edo so ye pa nipa do so ye pa abrafo ene adofo mukuta etuo atretuo ene adehye no obia ye na adwuma sede adwuma ne tie obia ye ne dia enti amamrande ye ntontwene awa ha eniema esi wo fie ha kire se ampa asanteman ye wodo ahemfo adehye ahema enyina ewo mu ha a wo hu se ampa yewo ade a oye ewo hanom na abasoba baako a yede bebo zoom lion for ene se efri se dwumade ehia ase besi sabre aye kasai wo mu robo hu efi ewo abonten hu efi bia ewo abonten manuguso amene wo kasai edwabo na se akomfo ene abrafo no asa adofo edin wo edwom ha ene anwanwasam ne nsankyereni a wonom eye no edam sronko na atretuo no atretuo no ana abrafo no ba kwamaso a oto no na me kyerɛ sɛ zoom lion for ebo adwuma sonko ewo hanom fire service for enso eguso mo ye adwuma sonko enu nti ba bia wo bia no nananom atra nkonwa atra se a yeji sika Yaji Aquansudia, Eddie Eja Nana Quine, Ama Nana Aqua Akura, Sadia Etiano, Ain't GH1, Anna Oti and Ka, Sese Yabe Piemo, Ewo, Manhyia Fikesiemo, Ehanomo, Ya Papa, Honorable Quadrant de Four, the CEO, the President, GH1, Anna Abusia, EIB, Oni Empenifono, Enina Babishamu, Ewaha, Honorable.
So, the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amakohene, and so Abedruha, Sabat, Akonya Ama, Miamiadu Wapana. So that is the Dr. Cabrado for founder of EIB Network, together with the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amakohene, former Ashanti Regional Minister, Honorable Alexander Akon. They have finished far pasting the body and have gone to, greet the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei the second, and they are now stepping out from Manhyia. In fact, I must say that Manhyia is full to capacity. All those who matter in Ghana politics are currently here sympathizing with the Manhyia royal family and also paying homage to the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei the second. Delegation from the Northern Region House of Chiefs are present. Various chiefs from the Northern Region are also here. All the divisions within the Asante Kingdom are also here to pay their last respect to the ASANTEHEMAA and also go and pay homage to the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei the second. A while ago, the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Chairman Wontumi, National Organizer of the New Patriotic
The central bank in Nigeria has issued a directive to DBISBs, which are domestic systemically important banks, mandating early succession planning for executives, including MDs, CEOs, and other top executives. It's supposed to be aimed at strengthening corporate governance and minimizing disruptions that could destabilize the financial system. We're going to get some more thoughts on that from our ICE business analyst, Chika Mbon, in just a moment. The Naira, speaking of the CBN, we're seeing it appreciate. Just looking at its movement in the month of September, closing yesterday at 1,484 to the dollar. We could have had a longer chart, but I haven't seen this level since about, I think, March or February or so. So let's get some more insights on the appreciation of the currency and also the directive from the central bank from our ICE business analyst, Chika Mbon. You're welcome, sir.
This is morning.
Morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm fine, thanks. Well, what do you make of, where do we start first? The CBN directive?
The CBN directive.
Let's go there, yes. What do you make of it?
It ties in to the CBN corporate governance guidelines that they issued in September, I think, 2023, which speaks of the fact that banks must have succession plan for their CEOs, EDs, and key other management members of management team. And it's simple, just to make sure that it doesn't upset the whole system. So that's general for banks. That every bank must have a succession plan for the the CEOs, the executive directors, and the senior management team. Just make sure that transition is smooth. Now it's come out now and say that domestic, systematically important banks, DSIBs, who are defined as, based on the fact that domestic systematically important banks want a bank that has one of the big sizes. Because of their interconnectedness into the system, the fact that cannot easily be replaced by the system and the complexity of the bank, it just means that if any distress or failure happens in that bank, it will cause an earthquake into the system. It will lead to a bigger systemic stress. So those kind of banks are, at the time there were about 7, 8 of them. I think as of now, I think there are about 5, 6 of them, or max 7. So CBN said that for those banks, you must within 6 months before the expiration of the tenure of a current MD, he must select the new MD who will replace. So run parallel, understand the system for handover, and then 3 months before the expiry, you must announce that. Nothing untoward, actually. But it speaks of corporate governance and the fact that, there's continuity and there's no lacuna in leadership and devoid of quarrels and stuff like that. Because of the fact, remember, banks are holding in trust the funds of the citizens, depositors' funds, and any issues of quarrels might need to run on the banks, which will affect the whole system. And so this succession planning to make sure everything is done smoothly. And of course, the positive for it, which I thought about also, continuity, the fact that the new person will be there and understand what the key issues are, not just come there overnight and then where do I start? So there, but also you ask, are there some downsides? Maybe so that long tenure may cause some internal strife, that kind of stuff. Some Babele may just enter there, and then so maybe need some resignations, and people may not think they don't have hope again. But on average, on the balance, this is a very good initiative by Central Bank. South Africa, succession plan is organized. Kenya organized. What about all the stipulations about, like CBN said about DSIBs, may not be there. Europe organized. The UK, the same thing. Even America also, that's succession plan. But the issue, Nigeria has gone taken extra length and said it must be this minimum 3 months and so on and so forth. But it's okay overall for the system. All right. Now I look through the rundown for when you talk about FX.
Yes.
A
topic you've touched on extensively.
How do you say success?
As many
fathers. Success is good, Now, you do recall that when Naira was dancing the Akbala disco dance against the dollar, at the time it was, every day we wake up, what is it today? And they say it's 1.6, the next day 1.7, the next day 1.8, 1.9, he hugged 2,000, and then by the time it was near 1.9, some of the people were saying, Nigeria is finished. If we get 1,000 to $1, that would be like the lowest, the best rate we can ever have.
Yeah.
But you see, in this program, we're always very consistent. Remember that time I said there are two things. When you asked me a question about direction of exchange rate and stuff, I said the price of every commodity is determined by the demand and the supply. I kept telling you that. The price of every commodity is determined by the demand and supply. And increase the supply of dollars and then moderate demand, dollar, this will have, we stabilize.
Yep.
And I also